The air in the college canteen is thick with testosterone, like a pea soup mixed with a tubload of creatine powder. My best mate Richard, Mo, Gareth and me are all sat around a table, on which sit several empty Coke cans and a whole load of sweetie wrappers, the contents of which are not digesting in my stomach. They're lodged in between the train tracks and rubber band contraptions that make my mouth look like an aerial shot of a 25-car pileup on the M1. We're all students here, studying GMVQs, yet none of us knows what it stands for, and there's not a great deal of studying going on, because there's a pool table and a Time Crisis arcade machine in the canteen and an alleyway round the back of college where we smoke weed, getting hot rock burns on our hoodies, identified by the colour of the stripes in our Reebok classics, regularly comparing notes on who got kicked in, who got fingered and who got what robbed when they were silly enough to put on a house party when their parents went away for the weekend, inviting what were the popular kids back in year 11 at school, until the choice between college and sixth form redefined the social hierarchies, and now here we all are. Unlikely ever to pursue careers in IT or leisure and tourism, but we're all doing the course. Wearing a grubby white nightcap, Mo is talking about Tupac. Now, I love music. I like hip-hop, but I don't have MTV, so I don't know that many of Tupac's tunes. And I know for a fact that my best mate Richard knows fuck all. And I know that he knows that I know. He has Sky, but he spends his time watching Trouble TV. He has 7 CDs in his collection, and most of those are now compilations, from number 24 onwards. He buys them with the W.H. Smith vouchers he gets for Christmas from his nan. And the only CD in that malnutrition collection of his that even comes close to Tupac is a CD single of Boom Shake the Room by Will Smith. Yet despite that, every time Mo mentions a particular Tupac track, Richard, Gareth and me all chime in unison with the well-rehearsed chorus of "Yeah, yeah, sick, yeah." We don't ask questions here, we just agree. Gareth takes a last-ditch swig on his Coke can and swirls it around his mouth, letting out a large burp that I can smell when it smells of McDonald's cheeseburgers. He then reaches down into his well-danced record bag and pulls out the latest copy of Max Power magazine, skimming a few pages until he lands on the featured article of a souped-up maroon Vauxhall Cavalier with possibly the biggest exhaust I have ever seen, resembling an industrial-sized air vent, the type of which some Hollywood maverick always seems to be crawling through without ever getting covered in dust.
"It's full bore,"
Gareth says. "Yeah, yeah, sick, yeah," we all say, and Mo does that finger snap, which I know for a fact that Richard can't do. But I know he's been practicing in his bedroom, and I notice his right hand twitch on the tables if he wants to, but he can't. And I want to laugh. Gareth then goes on to tell us about his older brother's Ford Capri, which has a 2-litre engine, lowered suspension and a dump valve. "Yeah, yeah, sick, yeah," we all say. I don't even know what a fucking dump valve is. Now Mo's telling us about his cousin's Clio, with a Kenwood subwoofer installed in the back of the boot, just like the name on the back of Gareth's black bomber jacket. "Yeah, yeah, sick, yeah," we all say. Hold on, Richard's now talking. He's saying he's rewired the stereo in his car. "Yeah, yeah, sick, yeah," we all say. No, he hasn't. All he's done is change the default radio setting from Radio 2. 'Cause it's not his car, it's his mum's Nissan Micra. And now he's saying he's playing his sick new tape pack he bought of EZ and MC Dapper from some big garage rave. It's not a proper tape pack. He taped it off Kiss 100 because I told him to. "It's got bare dub plates," he says. Bare dub plates? Since when did Richard talk like that? He doesn't even know what a dub plate is. "Yeah, yeah, sick, yeah," we all say. No, yeah. He's not worthy of the "yeah, yeah, sick, yeah." He's talking bollocks. But he doesn't stop. He's on a roll. His mouth moves and words come out. "Oi, boys," he says. "I heard this sick new tune on the radio this week. It's by Travis." Like a sound system limiter kicking in, the conversation peaks. Then with an ear-splitting frequency and suddenly cuts out. And we're left with no sound. And that silent moment quickly becomes a fast-moving dark cloud about to shroud us all in shadow when we begin to twitch, ready to whip out Nokia pay-as-you-go phones to distract ourselves from ourselves.
"What?"
says Gareth. "Travis, I'm thinking, shit, Rich, what have you just gone and done?" I can't look at him, but I notice Gareth has an angry stare. My mouth is wide open, revealing the mangled Weapon X spectacle that is my teeth. Mo shimmies in his seat slightly and then puts his chin to his chest. Then Richard speaks again.
Yeah, you know, Travis, that tune on the radio. It's sick, yeah? Yeah? It's sick.
Richard pauses, then looks at the empty Coke cans, and Mo pulls out his phone. But Gareth doesn't let it go.
Travis. What, like the guitar band? With guitars and that? Don't those pussies back in sixth form listen to that?
Now I quite like some guitar bands, but I do tend to keep that quiet unless I'm talking to my dad. And though I don't have MTV, I do know one or two of Travis's tunes. My sister likes them. She's already said she wants to go to sixth form. So I decide to throw Richard a rope. Well, more like a shoelace. What track is it, Rich? I say from across the table.
I can't remember.
He says,
I think it's called Twist or something.
shuffling again in his seat, but I sense a faint feeling of hope as his eyes open up a little. Then out of nowhere, looking up from his phone, Mo suddenly lets out an involuntary
Turn?
and looking unsure, he tucks his head back into his chest to concentrate on playing Snake.
Yeah, turn. That's it. That's the one.
Richard replies. He's sitting up a little straighter now. Surprisingly, Mo is right. There is a track by Travis called Turn. I know it, and I quite like it. It's all right. Yeah, I know that track, I say. I know it. I quite like it. It's all right,
Yeah, me too.
says Mo, looking up again. And all the attention slowly turns to Gareth, who takes a brief moment before he speaks.
Wait a minute. Does it go? Turn, turn, turn.
Yeah.
Richard says.
Yeah, I like that track. My sister was playing it. Yeah, it's alright. It's pretty sick, actually. Yeah, that track's sick.
Yeah, it's sick.
Says Mo.
Yeah, really sick.
Says Richard. Yeah, sick, yeah, we all say. And for a split second, all the bravado that exists between us becomes like bubbles being blown by 5-year-olds at a birthday party. And there's a moment of silence that feels like my dad's hand rubbing my hair when I first fell off my bike and I realised everything was going to be alright. Until another rain cloud begins to darken the child's party in the garden. And the conversation is then carefully manoeuvred back to DJ Hype and Kenny Ken, who knew our favourite jungle MCs were. And before we know it, it's back to talking about cars again. And I'm back to agreeing on things I know nothing about and could well be complete bullshit. And probably is bullshit. And speaking of bullshit, Richard's bullshitting again. He reckons he's getting alloy wheels fitted onto his mum's Nissan Micra, which he fails to mention to the rest of the boys has a National Trust sticker in the back window. Yeah, sick, yeah, we all say, including me.